I could listen to that music all day.
I know, it's so soothing.
How you doing, Robert?
I am doing. It's very funny. I think you and I live in sort of a very odd place where the outside world can sometimes get us down and encroach on our inner children playing.
Yes.
Our inner children playing, which is most of the time, can sometimes forget about the real world because our inner children are so strong, even as old as we are now.
I just have to look around, twist my head from left to right, and then I think,
That's what I think too. I mean, well, I got something to show you today. I'm going to do a little unboxing of something that we haven't really talked about before that I just like. It's part of.
I got a couple of things people haven't seen. They like the Transformers last week, so I got a couple of different Transformers this week, and then there's a couple of hot toys which have arrived. In actual fact, since the last time that we spoke, i.e., the last hot toys, I now have 3 statues downstairs waiting to come out of boxes.
I'm waiting for one of them in particular. You
I know.
Guy online the other day, and I said, "Can I have your?" Passed away.
Yes, yeah. I said I'm ready to blow my brains out, and he said, and you had the correct answer, which is, please, can I have your Mark statue from G-Force?
Yes.
Which is, it's like if you were just like, this is it, goodbye, cruel world, to be Robert. Don't. You need to mail me your Hulkbuster first.
I will. You know what? I will do that. You can have if any, if I choose to check out I in a way, if I find I have a terminal illness, knock on wood, that I don't.
No, we can't play this game.
I'm going to start shipping out stuff. I'm going to send it to all the people I know. Well, at least you'll put it on the show and honor me.
I'm gonna give this to the. I hope you don't mind, Az. I'm gonna give this to the kids. Fuck the kids.
Yeah, no.
Give it to me.
Yeah, you can have it.
They can have it when I'm gone. All right. Just sit down.
My future Ghetto Robo G's that were like $500 each. I'll send them to you.
Is it morbid that I have recently thinking, when I pass on this mortal plane, as we all will eventually do, where's my shit gonna go?
I don't think it's morbid at all. I mean, especially now.
What are they going to do with my shit?
There's things I would like to say that are kept together. I used to have, I haven't updated it in a long time, but I did a long time ago write a in case of death letter.
Oh,
like when I moved to California, I would update it every couple of years. It was in a drawer. I don't have one now, but it was kind of like a will, but it wasn't notarized, or it wasn't official, because I can only imagine what it would be like to go into like a solicitor's office or, a lawyer's office and say, I would like to make my will, and I want to make sure that my space battleship Yamato Soul of Chigokin toy goes to this person. And then I have to go down the list. I'm like, where are these specific things going to go, and who's going to get them? And you'd have to pay a solicitor or a lawyer or something money in order to draft such a response. And if I have enough disposable income, I want to do that just for fun. So here it is. Here's the letter.
I kind of think it's about time I dump my load in somebody and get an offspring, just so I've got a contingency plan.
What if they don't like your stuff? What if you have a kid that he becomes a soccer hooligan with no interest in Transformers?
That's a thing called adoption, Robert. They could get out of here.
I was adopted. I know.
Exactly. We could try again till we get a good one. We'll put them on. We'll take them down to the chocolate factory.
Listen, kid, let me tell you about Generation 1 Transformers. You better learn, or you're out the door.
Did you say Generation 1 Transformers? Oh,
I did.
Okay. Are you peeking? Yeah. So I saw somebody in the chat, by the way, say, has Robert built the Hulkbuster yet?
Well, I took it out, and it is out of the box, but I haven't put the big hand. I'm going to do a display with my Hot Toys Hulk figure, which I have not done yet. But I did take it out. I think on the show I took it out and showed it, but I haven't.
Have you? Is it out? Is it all built up? Is it displayed? Is it? No,
it is not. Only because I've been the space in here is a little bit challenging at the moment.
Yes, I have the camera very cleverly positioned.
Yeah,
because if we go in this direction, there is a pile of shit. That needs to go. And then this needs to go behind me.
Oh.
And then that's when another thing's going to come. That's when the statues are going to come across.
Yeah, in the background, get rid of that white behind you with giant statues.
Yes.
But yeah, that's same with me. I mean,
there.
Yeah, I want to see it. That's with me too. I mean, I'm in the middle of this ongoing renovation that I really want to fix because there's I can't get to things. Like right now, there's things I want to show that I literally can't reach. I can't go over there and go get things. So I'm very limited in what, I want to get some quarter scale figures that like my Enter Bay Kamen Rider figure from the first Japanese Super Sentai figure. I want to go get that figure. It's upstairs. I can't get I need to put the ladder so I can get to it. I can't even get to it. There's figures I want to put here. And these Marvel figures, these Hot Toys figures need to go elsewhere. And yeah.
Well, I was going to bring in a whole box of Transformers, and then I was just like, I can't even put the fucking box down.
I know. Yeah, I've got something I was going to show, different than figures this week. But...
Well, I'll show them off later, but I got 2 new Hot Toys, and they're out. They're out, and they're on the displays. And I got to say, I really like this one. And I got that one for a very specific reason. And I must say, this one, I'm kind of falling in love with.
Well,
I thought I got it on a whim, so you don't know what this is. This isn't one that we've discussed.
No.
I got it on a whim. I kind of like, oh, happy Christmas. So I kind of did that, and then when then the next week I got a message saying, oh, by the way, it's shipping this week. I was like, fucking hell.
Wow.
So then I received it today.
Ooh,
got
so
it out.
Fresh out of the box.
It's fresh out of the box. Got it today, put it on its stand, and I'm just like, I kind of love this. I'm really shocked because this, like I said, this was kind of like, I thought this might just be one for a certain thing that's going to happen, but I was like, we'll get to it. But I was like, damn, I didn't realize because the head sculpt's so good.
So good, yeah. Well,
the clothing is so good. I'm just like, oh,
Hot Toys. I got a little bit of a blow. I got an email from Sideshow saying that my Infinity or my Endgame Captain America has been delayed. It's been delayed. It's not off the boat yet. Wait, it hasn't come yet.
You telling me that tells me mine is, because I'm not paying mine off in installments. So I just don't hear.
Well, yeah, I've been paying mine off in installments, but they said that it's my final payment, and it's not going to happen in January. They're like, we're not going to charge you till February, which means it might not be here till March. And that's the cap. And it's interesting because, like, as far as my Captain America figures go, I bought the Captain America Avengers Hot Toy, that first blue, which they brought back for Endgame, and they're re-releasing that figure, but souped up a bit. So that's an old. And the only other Captain America figure, I bought the Winter Soldier 2-pack that came with the Captain America stealth suit, because I like that stealth suit, and the civilian Steve Rogers, because I love civilian superhero figures, which is going to play into something I want to show you today. But I never bought like I never bought the Age of Ultron Captain America, which I loved with the heavy leather straps. So I was waiting to get that Captain America figure, but it seems to me with the 3 different head sculpts, the Mjolnir, the broken sword, or the broken shield, that it was in fact the Hot Toys Endgame Cap. That is the end of that road. Because like I've always told you, I don't need every iteration. Like I look at Justin's collection. By the way, Justin is moving. Justin from Justin's collection, Justin Kane. Yeah. And I think I shared with you the picture. He sent me a picture of his entire collection, all of his cases empty. And all of the figures were laid out flat on the floor. And I've just never seen anything like it. I was just like, wow.
Do you know what when I saw that picture, can I share the picture?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Share the picture. Now, this is a picture Justin sent me about his moving his Hot Toys collection.
When I saw that picture, I actually thought, oh my God, they do look like dolls.
I mean, you can look down, you can see, I look at this picture, I'm like, look, there's the first Wolverine, on the bottom.
Yes.
And all of these photos, and there's the Tony Stark. I've got that Tony Stark gantry thing that I've never opened, which is cool because I should open it.
Well, look, he's got White Wolf there. There's White Wolf.
Yep. Yeah, and all of his, I mean, this isn't even all of his collection, but he's got everything laid down and what he's going to put it all in bubble wrap and he's got to move all of it. But there's got to be 200 figures there.
There is a lot.
A lot. Look at those Ninja Turtles too. Those are big ninja. Are those NECA?
I'm not sure. I think Tom from Midnight's Edge might have these as well, but I do like them.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a bid. I'm not telling you which one or what or who or what. I'm not giving anything away. I have a bid on a 1 in 6 hot toy that ends tomorrow. Tomorrow at some point. I'm not going to say when.
I won't snipe you. Come on now.
No, you won't. But it's them. It's them. Love you. And if I get, I'm kind of lowballing it.
But you might get
if I get it from a low ball, I'm going to be like, oh. So we'll see. Yeah. So let's just quick. Since you mentioned it, you said G1 Transformers.
Yeah, man.
I gotta show this. I gotta show this off because it's the daddy, really, isn't it?
That is the daddy.
It's the daddy of the G1s.
Now, is that a re-release or is that an original?
Oh, China. Yes, this is a re-release. I'm not going to pass this off as an OG G1, but it's a re-release of the G1 as opposed to a re-release of, of a different version of it.
Sure.
So yeah, you still get your points. You still get your card on the back.
Obviously,
the original artwork that went with it all, and yeah, just sliding that across there. Of course, you have your Optimus Prime with carriage, and in surprisingly good nick, considering.
Oh yeah,
where you can actually purchase from, but you can tell with the external packaging that this is different from the original. Bit more kind of plasticky, and a little bit more flimsy on the actual packaging itself. But I never got this as a kid. This was one of the ones that was completely out the price range.
Yeah, you couldn't. Your mom, your $2 that your mom would give you.
Yeah. It was like £10. This is like £20.
Right.
This is like twice the budget. So there was no chance that this was ever going to happen. There was a potential at Christmas, but it never happened. It never ever happened.
Never materialized for you.
Yeah, just to have the opportunity to kind of have, even if it's a fake G1. To have it in its original look, packaging, of course, is just one of the little things that I love. Because I have been doing something.
That's what she said.
Exactly, and she said, "Stop."
They always tell me to keep going, just so you know.
No, I just get stop and go before any of us have to get even more embarrassed. Fine. But I have been looking at dynamic photography with Hot Toys. Well, not with Hot Toys, with like one in the 6 inches.
Right, the 12 scale. 12 scale.
Yeah. 12th scale. So I'm sort of looking at potentially doing some dynamic photography with Hot Toys.
I think you should.
So when the 501st stuff comes out, I really want to do something with the 501st, with Anakin, with Ahsoka, with hopefully convert them maybe into the rookies with Rex, leading them, and then get some crackers. Got a couple here on the stream. Get some crackers for explosion effects, and really try and do something dynamic with the 501st. And try and see if I can kind of pump out some Clone War photography
and make it look like real combat photography, like you were there.
Yeah. Because you light those crackers and then you hit the mod.
Yeah.
And then when it goes off, you get these amazing effects of the sod and the sand and the mud being blown up and the actual ignition of the cracker itself leads to some good explosion effects. And so you can go through all the imagery and hopefully you get one within there that you can play with, Photoshop some laser in, and this could be kind of thinking about doing something like that.
Yeah, and you can even composite stuff, like use compressed air to blow up dirt and debris, and then combine that with a firecracker going off and then comping it into a background or something.
Yeah, that's why I'm watching these videos. I'm watching them for ideas. I'm looking at how they get some decent locations. So if I wanted to do obviously I want to do externals. So what would be the best way to go about doing some external shots and best environments to try and do these? If I can get some decent dynamic poses with the actual toys themselves, because you have to use a little bit of jiggery pokery to get them in the position that you want. But yeah, I kind of really liked the idea of that. I never even thought of it. It was just by, I think, watching a pose video. I think I watched a pose video.
Dude, I don't even want to admit to people I watch those videos, but I do. You've just outed both of us, so thanks for that. I mean, my girlfriend and I I'm watching this, one of those Sideshow puts out these pose videos.
Yeah.
She goes, wait a minute, you're watching a video about how to pose your own toys?
Yes.
And I'm like, look, there's nothing worse than seeing a lackluster pose. It's just this, and I'm actually saying this with a straight face. And I'll look at people's collections. I'm like, I don't like that posing. I don't like it.
Did I send you some images of my Flash when I had it in the pose, which I'm going to get it back into, which was the running pose?
No.
Was it not you?
I don't know if you did. Maybe you did. I just like the fact that you might have sent me pictures of poses that you're particularly proud of.
I'm pretty sure it was they'll still be on my phone actually. But I mean, I took I looked at the way that I wanted to pose the Flash, because he's a speedster. He's got to be doing some speedy shit. And I managed to get it into a pose that I really, really liked. Where his arms were looking like he was pushing off, and then he was looking like he was going, and then I had the lightning effects that you get with the figure itself.
And those are really cool.
I tilted the head, and that kind of put it into a decent position. Scrolling through, I've just come across some poses. They're for the.
I'll bet you did.
Yeah. Well, that was you see, that was me playing around with posing. Blur.
Yeah, that's a great pose.
You see, this is when I'm starting to play with the poses. Now, did I do those boys after I did the Flash? I can't find my Flash boy. So maybe I did Flash after. I'd have to look. But Twitter's useless because Twitter's bloody saying, well, we know that you sent Robert some more, but we're thinking about it. spinny, 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 spinny. So yeah, so I had it like the hands are like that, and I had one like that way, and then one like back, and one leg was right up, and the other was kicking off, and then I had the lightning on them, and then his head was kinked to one side because it's like he's pushing himself off.
Yeah,
you gotta get your posing right.
it's true. What good is a great action figure if the pose is lackluster?
Exactly. Unless it's got some amazing gadgets that come with it,
right?
That can sort of compensate for lack of dynamicism, then sure. But
well, I'll tell you, I've been salivating over Jeddah Patrol, and Justin put out review videos of that heavy Mandalorian figure. Did you watch those?
I have one on pre-order.
Dude, that was pornography. That was straight up porn. I was all hot and bothered watching those videos.
Yeah, I mean, I watched both. I have seen the Jeddah video as well.
Too. I had to see them both. Who poses better, comparing, contrasting? I don't know. You got to check it out.
Well, Jeddah was very much like if you're thinking about this, pull the trigger, because once this is gone.
Yeah, he made and I can see that.
And I was like, thank God I got it on pre-order.
Yeah,
but it's the 501st. It's the 501st that are really making me drool. The deluxe.
Oh yeah.
501st. I'm really thinking about maybe doubling it from 2 to 4 deluxes,
bruh,
and then have 2.
You know me, I say do it.
Oh, I know you always say do it. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you. I've got 2 tabs open from Sideshow today, and I've got my finger on the trigger on something, and it's just like I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I know what you'll say. So it's just like I need to see where my heart goes. Listen to your heart when it's talking to you. So it's kind of like one of those days. But yeah, I saw Jeddah's 501st video, and I was just like,
I know.
I gotta get those deluxe. I gotta get those deluxe 501st, man. Agadster. I need my 501st, I need my Rex, and I need my Ahsoka. And once I got them, I'm going to be so happy.
Yeah.
So happy. Just do it. And the chat's just going, do it.
You should do it, by God.
Well, I mean, I want a few because I think if I could do some of these dynamic, some of this dynamic photography, then I mean, my essentially my brother-in-law, they've been together for like a decade now.
Oh yeah.
But my sister's partner, he's like a wonderful photographer. He works in TV film, and he's a wonderful photographer. And I'm, I could rope him into the deal with his DSLR. I mean, I've got a decent DSLR, but he's got like,
yeah,
what I mean?
I do.
So yeah, if I could bring him in, and if I've got 6 to 8, it suddenly went to 8 now. Troopers with Rex and then Ahsoka as well. There could be some great photography, and then do some prints. And I'm thinking about giving them to my members, freebies just for being members. That's the plan. And then trying something different every month for the members. Oh yes. Different ting. Hi everybody. How you doing? So I'm kind of like salivating at the moment with what's potentially, because we've only seen the prototype for Ahsoka. That's it.
Right.
And we haven't even had the pre-ordering of Obi-Wan.
No.
Yeah, I could do some good stuff with Lego, Thomas. I got some great Lego, so I could do some good I could just change it up. It doesn't have to be Hot Toys. I can change it up with Transformers. I can change it up with some Legos and shit like that. So yeah, there's good potential. Good potential to do some stuff there. But yeah, I mean, I'm desperate for that. I'm desperate for that Jedi Starfighter. I really want him to come on. I'm on the way. Come on, pull the trigger. Come on, do it.
You mean the 6-scale Jedi Starfighter?
Mm.
Well, there. You know what? Just wait till Jazz Inc. makes it.
No, what it's on. I'm on the RSVP list for it from Hot Toys, but whether they pull the trigger on,
they're never gonna make that. I want one too. They're never gonna make it. My friend Darren this week got the Jazz Inc. Land Speeder. It's pretty nifty. I have one on pre-order. I don't know how many more payments I have to make, but yeah, I want one of those.
I think I've paid off the bat signal. I have to check, but I think that's paid off. I think I've made 3 payments on the Batmobile and 2 on the computer.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fun. I just like that. I don't even look anymore. I just get an invoice and hit pay, and then when they show up, they show up. It's like, meh. I'm looking forward to 2021 being filled with Christmas every month.
Well, mine just seems to come automatically from my bank.
I have to hit pay invoice.
Do you? I need to check then, because maybe I'm getting these invoices and I'm just not paying them.
Yeah, you should. If you go to their page, it's really easy. They have a pay invoice thing, so you got to make sure. Oh,
I'm gonna have to check to make sure.
Yeah,
because I'm sure it just comes out. I'm sure I've got it set up to just come out, but I'll check. Because I don't want to miss out on that stuff. So, you were teasing us with something.
Oh, okay. So, okay. I have to show. Okay, so one of the things, there's a company called New Wave Toys. And New Wave Toys has been making these. These are 6-scale replicas of 80s games. But these are 6 scale, so these are exact replicas of the actual stand-up video games from the 80s. The cabinets are perfect. Now, what's the coolest part is the emulation of the game is exactly the same as the original video game.
Oh,
now somebody will notice I actually put it came with a bigger controller, so this is not canon, this is not canonical, but it did come with the smaller button. So if you ever played Tempest, like if you look at this here, I gotta turn this up so you can hear it. It's, you know what, I gotta charge this up, unfortunately. But the game is exactly the same game. The gameplay is exactly the same game as it is in the arcade. It's a perfect replica. Now down here, they even make it so it comes with miniature quarters. Now you don't have to put the quarters in it to make it work, but they do have quarters that you can put in here. And they also make a change machine. So if you put $1 or $5 bill, so it's all 6 scale. So if you want to put these with your Hot Toys figures, they are perfect 6 scale replicas of these games.
Now I need a Ryu from Shenmue.
Well, now they've made 5 of them.
Fuck.
They've made Street Fighter, Dragon's Lair, and then the ones I did not buy Street Fighter and Dragon's Lair, although I might. I got the 3 Atari ones they made. So this is Tempest, which I really love. And then I had bought, the first one I got was Centipede. And so here's Centipede. And what's cool is the Centipede has the trackball controller. So, and so these are, and so what the reason first of all, these are really cool to have. But I basically got them because I want to set up my civilian Steve Rogers and my civilian Tony Stark as playing these video games, like, next to each other, as in an arcade. So now these were crowdfunded originally. So this company crowdfunded these, and the fact that, again, you see down here the emulation, not emulation, but the that they open up and you can see that it says 25 cents, and they come with miniature 6-scale quarters, like American quarters to put in. So I had forgotten this, but the other day, I got a package in the mail.
Oh,
and
I love getting packages in the mail.
And I'd forgotten this, but this was the thing that got me interested in the first place.
Oh,
Asteroids.
Oh,
the original Asteroids, the 6-scale Asteroids. So I figured, why not?
Damn.
Why not wait and do an unboxing? So again, the company that makes these is called New Wave Toys. Now, these are not that expensive. They're $100 each. They're like 115 American dollars. Now, again, the games are perfect emulation. So it is the actual real game that was in the arcades, in almost 40 years ago in the case of Asteroids.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they make the thing light up. So why don't we open it up?
Yeah, why not?
Let's open this up right now and take a look at it. So, and what's really cool is it's powered. It's got a battery in it that you power up with the USB cord.
Yes.
So that's not what the original had.
The same as my mini fake one over there.
Yeah. So let's see. We open it up.
For Christmas presents. I'm really chuffed.
And let's see. Open it up. Let's see here. And okay, so here's wait, there's one more thing before I show this. I gotta show this because they're so into the accuracy of these games. So let me put this down.
I have Marty McFly on there.
Oh, you know what? That's exactly what I should do. Put my Hot Toys Marty McFly. So this actually, so here it is. Here's the Asteroid. Now I don't know. Sometimes these come with power on. So let me see. I don't know if this is going to have, because you have to charge it up. So I don't know if it will. Oh no, it's coming on.
Yeah, baby.
So there's some. So it does have, like it says, New Wave Toys there, and they call the brand is Replicade. But you can see, it's amazing. Now I got to figure out how this will come on. So here now, if you look, that is it. That's the original Asteroids.
Oh my God, that is so good.
Yeah, I mean it's the actual game. So it's the actual game, and you can turn it up, and it even says on the back there's a sticker, 40th anniversary of here. 40th anniversary of Asteroids.
Yeah.
And now, again, I'm not shilling for this company. I just love what they do. I think it's really, really cool.
Oh, that is so ridiculously cool.
And you can see the original. Okay, there's the original controllers. Like if you look up the original button controllers. Now, and you can even see how the top there, right below the screen, how there's the two buttons light up.
Yes.
So it's single player and two player.
Yeah.
Just like, so you can play single player and two player. But what's really cool about, man, this is so rad. Looking at them like,
you've made me realize how much I miss going to an arcade. And
I know, right? I mean, but then also these guys, this is why I love them.
I went on dates in an arcade.
So these guys at New Wave Toys,
that's how old I am.
They even include this sheet, which it's a different sheet that lays over. So if you want, you can put this down and lay it over the controls to make it a later version of the arcade of this. No. Why are you in here? Who Gilbert, you have to go. My dog is going to step on. No, Gilbert, you have to. This is bad. Gilbert could destroy something I want to show. Gilbert, no, don't. Oh no, Gilbert, no. You have to go. Go, please. My dog would destroy one of my prize things I was going to show. Gilbert, no, please, Gilbert. This would be monumentally bad. I'm sorry, buddy. I love you, but you cannot come in here. You cannot, because I always have treats for him, and somehow
it's the heartbreak of love versus don't break my shit.
I mean, this is bad. If he came here, he'd break one of my most prized possessions. But Gilbert, please just sit, buddy. I'm sorry. That was bad. it comes. Here are the quarters that it comes with.
Oh,
So now you don't have to put the quarters into play. There you can see them better yet.
They look great.
Yeah. So, and then I don't even know this instruction manual that it unfolds. I don't know, but they do such a good job. The reason that I was so freaked out now is I'll show you something else that's sitting here that would, if Gilbert was about to run, he's a 60-pound Bernese. He's a Bernedoodle.
He's gorgeous.
I wanted to show this. Okay, Gilbert, hang on 1 second. Let me just move this out. I was going to save this for a little later. But
we've got an MCC 1701.
This is a 1/350th scale polar lights. Could you? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. This is a 1/350th scale model of the refit Enterprise.
Beautiful.
And this is what Gilbert was about to smash. So this is what I wanted to show. And again, this is a kit. This is just a model kit. And you can get it. But I actually, to be honest, I did not build this myself. I had this professionally built because if you look, it's hard to tell right now, but it's painted with pearlescent paints, just like the Enterprise model was for Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Oh wow!
So if you here, let's see if I can show you. Like if you look at the secondary hull in the light,
yes,
it's constantly changing.
Yeah.
So this is this is my favorite way the Enterprise ever looked, and so you can see these pearlescent paints, and this all lights up. So what you can't see, which is kind of a bummer, which it's hard to it'd be hard to show this to you, but I don't know if I tried showing this once before.
Wow, that fits probably a good 2 shuttlecraft.
So yeah, so there is a fully illuminated shuttle bay in there with people and lights, and it all lights.
The Galileo.
That is actually from like a Vulcan's the Vulcan shuttle that you see in the motion picture. That's the Starfleet issue version of it. So yeah, I was going to show this. I was going to show this later.
Impulse engines at the back.
Yeah, and this whole thing lights up. This is my most of all my collectibles, even though it's just a model kit. Anybody can buy this model kit, but it's the painting. It's the actual. It took the guys who made this 6 months to do it.
Those beautiful nacelles that they completely fucked up in the 2009 version.
Oh my god! Yeah. So anyway, that's why I freaked out. Gilbert would have run right over this, and that would have been the end of that. And I would have left this stream in a blubbering mess.
Yeah. Yeah. I love you, doggy. I'm gonna cuddle you, but I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna cry because it's not your fault. You're a dog. You don't know what's going on.
Don't know what's going on. But so back to these Replicate games. For having a cool collectible, I mean, $100. Now, what was funny about this was I think I ordered this 2 years ago.
Oh wow!
So sometimes like when you order the Jazz Inc. stuff. Yeah, you don't even know, like Hot Toys figures. Sometimes you order that stuff 2.5 years in advance.
Yeah,
there's Hot Toys figures that you order that far in advance. I mean, I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Yeah, I've got my.
But there's so, and what's interesting is paying things off in those kind of installments. I mean, Hot Toys is now or Sideshow's made it down to like 3 payments. But Jazz Inc., you can do like 18 payments if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So this showed up. And what's interesting is when I first got these, I only wanted the Atari versions, because Atari, I wanted Asteroids. What I really want is Defender, but they haven't made Defender. But I wanted Tempest, Centipede, and Asteroids because they're all kind of the same. They're all 3 were Atari games. But if you like Street Fighter, and Street Fighter comes with a second controller, so you can actually play with 2 players. Can you imagine playing two players on with Street Fighter on a game like this? And then they came out with Dragon's Lair, which is the Don Bluth animated video game that worked with a laser disc. Now, I haven't seen it's out. You can buy it, but I haven't seen it. So I'm wondering, is it the real? It must be the real animation. So they have to have the real animation in some kind of I don't know if it's a little drive or something. Like, how do you get that footage? Because it was full animation cell animation that you'd watch, and it would play on a laser disc when you played the original game. And I mean, normally I wouldn't care about stuff like this. Like, this is not my thing. But because they're perfectly in 6th scale, like, the idea would be to have an action figure arcade. Yes. You know, and that's why, like, I was thinking about even on this shelf,
real casual.
Setting them all 3 up, so like when you're doing a stream, they're there, and the more civilian figures that you get, you can set them up in the art. I like talking about doing action figure photography. It would be really interesting to start doing action figure photography, because these Jazz Inc. things are full scale. They're 6 scale, like sets. The Millennium Falcon cargo bay thing that I have that they're building the second part of, that you can get starting in March. That's a full on set. I mean, that's a, you know, and you can put a lighting grid above it and do all kinds of and then between that and the Millennium Falcon cockpit, that's you've literally got the entire Millennium Falcon where they filmed Star Wars on. You now have the entire Falcon in terms of being in sets that you could shoot. You could literally make a whole The Adventures of the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo and Lando Calrissian or something, whatever you wanted to do. And even like the stuff you're getting, like the Batmobile, the Bat computer, if you get that, like, you could build a Bat cave around it, or just like one back wall and just shoot. You know, now you have to get your Jeremy Irons Alfred figure somewhere.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, where's that going to come from?
Someone's got to make it.
Well, technically, all we really need is a Jeremy Irons head.
Right.
You know, then we can kind of improvise, because in BVS, no, in Justice League, he actually wears an old school British Army sweater. The green ones where it has the patches on the shoulders and then the patches on the elbows. That was like a classic type of army sweater that they would wear.
Right.
Army issue. You could go to we used to have, you probably got them here, stores called Army and Navy, and they used to sell like supply
surplus stores.
Yeah, so you could go and pick them up yourselves, and they were quite cool when I was a kid. They were quite cool to get to wear for yourself. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at, I've had a Batman Beyond 1 in 6 on order for a year now.
Yeah. Well, well, I'm going to put it in the chat right now, because you reminded me that Ben Affleck that comes with the Justice League Batman, which I have and I've never opened. I have lots of Hot Toys figures I've never opened it, but you reminded me that he comes with a civilian Ben Affleck head, and there's a toy company called Pop Toys that's just putting out the Pop Toys. It's called the Rich Gentleman Ben overcoat suit couture version 1.6 scale accessory set. So this is how insane this is. So this is a set of clothing that I've ordered, and I'm going to put it I'll put it in the live chat on YouTube that people can see. So people know, so you can get this, because I want a Ben Affleck. I want the Ben Affleck Bruce Wayne.
I'll bring it up. You put it in and I'll click in. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, I put it in. You have it at the bottom of the. You can see that this is a beautifully tailored outfit, and you can click through the photographs, and they actually use the Ben Affleck head from the Hot Toys Batman. And I mean, if you look how it's all, they even put little how you would hang it up in a closet or something. They've got the overcoat and the stuff there. It's here. Wait, I can even send you I can send it to you in the private chat too.
Yeah. Like a coat hanger.
Yeah, like here it's in the private chat. I just sent it to you. So you can put the link up, and it's like, so that to me, it's like, okay, you buy a body, you have the Ben Affleck head that Hot Toys made that I wasn't going to use anyway, and then you buy those clothes, and suddenly there it is. And if you click through it, if you use the arrows and click through to the end, you can see like there's the overcoat and the tie.
Oh, look at that,
dude. I mean, and so you buy. I mean, it's so great. And look at that.
Oh, they like clothes horses.
That's what it is, man. And you have all that. And again, now you have, and you buy the body. Now you have a beautiful Hot Toys quality Bruce Wayne. That they would charge you $250 for if they've made it at all. And I mean, it's still going to cost you because you have to get the body. It's still probably going to cost you around $200 because the body's $100.
It's going to cost you $85. This is going to cost you $85 to $100.
Yeah, so you're looking at $200, but you have to have already bought the Justice League Batman.
Yeah, if you've got the head sculpt. Otherwise, you can't. Yeah, I mean, you can go on eBay and look for head sculpts.
Yeah. So I mean, this is stuff that is now we have this whole secondary market of these toy manufacturers like out of China that are making like I never thought I would ever be in the market for couture action figure clothing, but here we are.
Robert, we're playing with our dolls.
I'm gonna dress my Ben Affleck figure up in a couture rich gentleman overcoat suit.
I don't care. I want to do that. I really want to do that. Midlife is just a crisis to go.
But what's so cool is now that they're making, they've been making 12th scale environments for figures, but now Jazz Inc. is making more of these things. I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. I mean, how can you not want that?
And they have got the Ben head on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They've got and you look at that and you're like, oh, I have to have that. But it's interesting. I think I ordered this, I don't know, like 6 months ago, and it says that it's going to come out in the first quarter of 2020. These third-party stuff, it never comes out when they say they're going to come out. I'll bet you they'll show up in like August.
Shirt, tie, waistcoat, suit, coat, pants, leather, shoes.
So you need socks.
Well, I don't think the clothes horses come with it.
Yeah, probably not. But that's okay because I would put the whole outfit on anyway.
Sure.
Because Hot Toys did release, I have it right over here. They did release Commissioner Gordon and not Commissioner Gordon. They released Alfred and Bruce Wayne from the Dark Knight trilogy in really nice civilian garb.
Yes. With the bat suit tech.
Yes, and that suit's a great, when you make that into a figure, is a great figure. And that came with the armory, and that armory is insane. Batman's armory that has all the Batman weapons. I mean, it's crazy, and it lights up. It's got an infrared thing that turns the light on and off. I mean, it's amazing, and what I need is a space. I need a bigger space where I can do what Justin's doing, with those big displays, but I would rather display them in more of a environment kind of a capacity.
Yeah, diorama-esque. I mean, it's funny. Let's bring in this boy. Let's bring in the first of my two Hot Toys because it goes along with what we've been discussing. It's Civvy outfit. Civvy outfit. Technically, you'll understand in a second, and it links with exactly what we've been talking about. And they're re-releasing the Dark Knight Rises Batman.
Yes, the DX.
I thought Two-Face would be perfect.
Oh, see, I have the old Two-Face. That looks way better than the old Two-Face.
So yeah, so I thought I'd go with the Two-Face.
Wow.
Trying to get my thing on the way. So the focus is on you, not me. Is it focusing?
No, yeah, it's tough, but yeah, look at those clothes are really nicely tailored.
And he's got the going with the drink. when he goes into the bar.
Oh, yeah.
His whiskey. And he's got his tie, then his beautiful shoes, in which he does have socks.
Yeah, see, again, the socks are key on 6-scale figures. They forget that sometimes. And then you have to find somebody like I have to say, I broke accidentally. They're very fragile. My Lucius Fox Morgan Freeman figure. I accidentally broke his glasses. And then I went, and then I went online. I'm like, damn it. Well, it's like going into an optometrist. If you type in 6-scale glasses, and I ordered some from a guy in China, and they were $11. So I got Lucius Fox's glasses back, and when I got them, they came in a 6-scale glasses container.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So
that is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what my mom would think of all that. My mom would be like, wait a minute, you just bought glasses for your 6-scale figure because they broke the glasses? I'm like, no, Mom, I broke the glasses, but...
Well, my mum's nicknamed me Peter Pan. Well, no. I have to tell the truth.
At least you're not a lost boy.
My mother has confessed to me that behind my back to my sister, she refers to me as Peter Pan, the boy who never grew up. So she confessed. So I was like, I'm fine with that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That's all right to me. Because that's the kind of level of detail. But with the Two-Face, you get 3. You actually get 3 coins, which will probably fit into your arcade. So, maybe Two-Face is gonna. Maybe he'll have a crack at probably something along the lines of Double Dragon.
Well, I mean, it would be funny again if you made like it'd be pretty cool to like paint a wall, like a 6-scale wall, and do some kind of big, it would have to be Flynn's Arcade from Tron.
Sure.
You'd have to go into the movie and then have somebody make you a miniature neon sign that says Flynn's Arcade.
Hey,
I don't have a house to put this stuff in.
Thing at the moment. That's custom neon signs are a big thing at the minute. People are having them made left, right, and center right now. So why not? Why not?
You have to get it in 6-scale.
Why not? Why not? Are you just given the dimensions, and do you have the tech to do it? If the answer is yes, then.
Well, that's the great thing is you can find I was surprised and there's a couple of characters that I have figures that I've had that came with cigarettes. Mm-hmm. Like I have this cigarette smoking man from X-Files, but I've lost his cigarette. Like he only came with one, a tiny little cigarette. And I'm like, I need the cigarette smoking man cigarette again. So I have to change so I can have him smoking, and I'm sure someone makes let's see. In Quentin Tarantino's movies, he's got his own brand of cigarettes, the Red Apple cigarettes.
Yeah. You can just type in 1 in 6 cigarettes, and I guarantee they'll just bring up.
Yeah, and there's been Reservoir Dogs figures and stuff. Oh yeah, I did that. I just look at this. This is hilarious. So you're right. I just typed in 1 6-scale Red Apple cigarettes. Look at this. I'm gonna put this in the. I'm gonna put this in the. Oh, maybe these are full size. Maybe these aren't 6-scale. No, these are full size. So never mind those. I was looking for 6-scale, but
okay. Yeah, let me just play with.
Oh, here we go. Mia Wallace's Red Apple 1 6-scale. Yeah, here we go. Okay, yep. A guy made these are 1 6-scale Red Apple cigarettes.
£4 in the UK. You can buy one.
Really?
£4 quid in the UK.
Wow.
A 1 in 6 cigarette.
Yeah. Here is the. I just put it in the live chat. A guy makes. These are $19.06, and it comes with smoked cigarettes and regular cigarettes in 6-scale. I put it in the chat.
There's 2 available. £4 in the UK. He's posted an image of it. It's got a burnt tip, which looks great. It's got like a black tip, which is burnt.
Oh yeah.
Filtered cigarette with trim. And he's placed it next to a 1 penny piece, so you can see the 1/6 scale.
Wow!
And It's £4. I can buy you this, Robert, and ship. I can buy 2 for you and ship them.
I don't know. You got to look at the link I sent you because it's pretty dope. You've got 3 regular cigarettes and 2 different size burnt tipped cigarettes. It's pretty great.
Oh, they look really good.
Yeah, don't these look really good? They're only $19.06.
They look excellent.
Yeah.
They look better than these.
Well, they're more expensive.
Here, let me show the audience. I can't leave them hanging. Let's bring them in. Jesus Christ. We got, once again, 850 people watching us talk about toys.
Well, there's only like a couple here. Yeah, look at this and run. So these are 6th scale cigarettes. And if you rifle through the pictures here, it shows one of them in the guy's hand.
Look at that.
Look at how good those look.
Wow, look at that. How tiny the Apple pack is.
I know. And they got a federal tax stamp. Look at that.
Look at that. We can nick his fingerprints. We can steal his fingerprints and we're on a spree, baby.
What's amazing? Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. That is, I mean, because I actually have a lot of figures that have cigarettes. And they only ever come with one, so they get lost.
You got to pull the trigger on this. You got to. There's no other answer than yes. Just, I mean, look, this look, I don't know if you've realized, but here, that's actually taking a blow because that's red.
I know.
So that's actually, we got a little bit of an inhale going on there. So that is tip to mouth. So we got tip to mouth, then we got, stub. We got one right down to the bottom, 3 untouched.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. By the way, I just bought them.
By the way, I already bought them.
I bought them because why not?
That is cray.
I mean, it's something, it's as
the enabler.
There you go. As the enabler. But why not? I mean, the thing about that is that pack will solve problems with like 4 of my figures now. I mean, are you a smoker? No, but I did just buy a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah. Don't worry. They weren't particularly big.
You didn't ask what scale they were.
Yeah. I don't even think you could get a drag out of one, never mind anything else.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, for Smoking Man, that's perfect because you could have one in his hand, one in the ashtray. You need an ashtray. And then you could have the packet on the side with the 3 untouched poking out.
Oh yeah.
Because he's a chain smoker, so he would be ready as soon as he put one out to light another one up.
It's true.
I could talk 1 in 6 cigarettes all day.
Somebody said, yeah, you can make that yourself much cheaper. Robert Verlinden's. I could, but then I wouldn't have the joy of getting a package in the mail wondering, what's this? And opening it up, because who knows when this is going to show up. Something like this will probably take it could take 6 months to show up.
It's energy. It's a click of a button.
And then I get to go to Elizabeth, my girlfriend, and go, hey, honey, look what came.
Would you like a cigarette?
And she would just look at me and she was like,
would you like a ciggy? See, I'm British. I can get away. We'd be like, fancy a fag? Want a fag?
Yep. Somebody said, Angry Panda says he said he really bought them. He really bought them with laughing things. No, I really did. Angry Panda, I just bought them. I would never lie to you on a stream. Like we should start a new show, 6 Scale Shopping with Az and Rob, where we save up money and we do it like once every 2 months. And we each have a fixed amount of money and we can see who could spend the money faster.
Wow. Oh my God. There's something there. There's actually something there, Robert.
It'd be like one of those shopping.
We got to talk about this because you've got an idea there, and I'm liking it already. Okay,
And we should pick things like, okay, today we're going after third-party 6-scale figures, which means you can't buy a figure from any company that is legitimate, you know, and you
and then you got to accessorize it.
Yeah, you have to. Oh, or better yet, because you can buy, you know, there are places in China, there's whole stores that all they do is sell head sculpts. Yeah. So somebody could actually say, okay, today's character is Rob, your character is blah blah blah. Yes. And then as your character is blah blah blah. And then we'd have to go find the body, the clothes, the head sculpt, and put it all together and see who could do it faster. Like Az did it in 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Rob did it in 2 minutes and 52 seconds.
I see it. This is the way that I see it, right? Because there's like antique programs here in the UK, and they say, right, we're going to give you 500 quid. Right. You've got to go buy the antiques which you think are going to make you the most money. Then we're going to take those antiques to auction, and then we'll see if you make money or lose money. I think you should say, right, guys, we're giving you a budget of 400 quid or whatever. You got to buy a hot toy, or you got to buy a 1 in 6.
Right, any 1/6 scale figure.
Hot toy brand. We're discussing 1 in 6s. Hence why I changed it from Hot Toys to What Toys.
Right.
You got to get a 1 in 6. This is the theme, so you got to get a 1 in 6, accessorize it to go along with the theme. And then you got to, let's just say 2 weeks to do it, because got to take shipping into consideration and stuff.
Yeah.
2 weeks to do it. Then on the second week, or the beginning of the month, or whenever the thing's decided, we show off via images. We're taking off with photographs or whatever of the completed scene with budget. Something along those lines.
Oh, my girlfriend is in the stream. She saw me buy those cigarettes. I'm so busted. Elizabeth, she's like, I already know.
Don't worry, Elizabeth. There's a bottle of wine. A bottle of wine coming your way. I can sense it. I'm telepathic. I sense a very nice bottle of wine coming your way very soon.
Well, I would just like to point out that my John Travolta from Pulp Fiction is going to get more Red Apple cigarettes, so he's happy about that.
He can start up his addiction once again. Right, yeah, I'm going to show off the other two relatively quickly, and then we'll start going through the super chats and some.
Yeah, I've got one more thing I wanted to show too that goes along with this Enterprise.
So the other Transformer that I wanted to show off is actually a modern day Transformer.
Ooh.
And I just think that this model is so good and so well made, it needs to be shown. And this is actually the Transformers Siege, which is the War for Cybertron version of Jetfire.
Okay, so and that goes all the way back to Generation 1, Jetfire, right?
Well, Jetfire is a G1. He was a G1 Transformer.
Yeah.
And he was an Autobot. However, in recent kind of history, he's been depicted as a Decepticon. He was depicted as a Decepticon in the movie that had switched loyalties to Autobot. And he starts off Siege as a Decepticon.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
And he has a head change for when he goes into his armored helmet. But this is what's really cool is he switches his allegiance to Autobot. So the insignia is actually revolving in the middle. So you can do your starts off as Decepticon, then switches to Autobot. Inside here is the flight head sculpt, which puts the the visor, etc., all over him. But this one is so beautifully put together, I think.
Yeah, it's really nice.
With all the stuff, and these here, these are all fire effects, as if weapons are firing out.
Right.
Of these. So all these weaponry that you see here, you can actually affix parts of these, which give the effect of firing out. Same with his weapon as well. The hands are articulated with thumbs as well. Great articulation in the arms. You can see ball joints, ratchet joints. Here again, twists on there. So the if I was to get this out, which I will do once the cabinets are up, this is just going to be an absolute beaut. And I think that is just gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah that became an instant hit with me when I saw it, and I thought, yeah, I got to get this.
That's really, really cool.
I got to get this, and I think it's relatively tricky to get hold of now.
Yeah.
So let's just pop you back in your box. Maybe he doesn't want to go. Do you want to go back in your box? He wants to live. So in your box. There he goes. Hi.
So I've got one more thing to show.
Mm-hmm.
So this is from I got this in 2004, and it was made by a company called Code 3 Collectibles.
Code 3, okay.
Code 3 Collectibles, and they are known for making die-cast fire trucks. So if you go to Code 3 Collectibles, they made die-cast fire trucks. They still do. But for some reason, well, not for some reason, it will become clear in a moment, they got a license for Star Wars. And so for a couple of years in the mid-aughts, beginning in like 2004, they made die-cast replicas of Star Wars ships.
Ah, yes.
And one of them, now it originally sold for $295. Now they also did, and they only made 5,000 of them, but they made 500 signature editions, and they made one of an actor's signature edition, and that was a little bit more money, but it plays into how valuable it is now. But I'm going to show it to you first. This is, in my mind, of all the different versions that have ever been made of this particular ship, this is the best one. I mean, you could buy a model kit of this and paint it and make it better, but I can't stress to you how heavy this thing is. Yes. It is full die cast. And I'm going to, and the reason it's so great to have now, I bought this 16 years ago, but it was cool, but it never really did anything that was very cool until recently.
Oh,
so here it is.
Oh, shit.
This is Boba Fett's Slave One. Now, I mean, this thing is so gorgeous. I can't tell you how heavy this is.
Oh, if that is all die cast.
It's all die cast. It probably weighs, this has to weigh 10 pounds.
Yeah.
It feels like a 10-pound weight. I mean, this thing is so cool. And it's the paint ops on it are so detailed. I can barely hold this up with one hand. And then, and it has pieces that come off. So like if you see, it reveals the interior, like in here, it's all magnetized.
Oh, nice.
And so if you put this stuff on, the magnets just hold it back on. So there's nothing else. I think there's like, if I can figure out, like in the front, there's that. So it's exposed. And all of it was based on like the Star Wars cutaway drawings. I don't know how much more there is. But so And it did come with a Han Solo. There's no Boba Fett figure in there, though. It did come with the Han Solo in carbonite.
Oh,
and it's really cool. It also has this velvet stand. So, so if you want to display it, let me put this like this.
God damn.
You can display it on this stand in its flight mode, so it's sitting up nicely, and it comes with, it's over there, but it comes with an acetate case and a really beautiful display stand. So, and again, this, you can see like all the paint ops on it, and
it's incredible.
It's full on. I mean, this thing is so heavy. Let's see if I can, yes, but
it's so beautiful. That's what it is.
Now, what's also, and this is the kicker, I'm going to put this into the private chat so you can show the link to this. Okay. So if you have the Jeremy Bullock version of it, the signature collection, first of all, you can't find these anywhere. If you want to buy one of these, they're very rarely for sale, but there is one on eBay now, the Jeremy Bullock version that comes with a little plaque. And I wanted you to know, to see how much it's being offered for.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
How much it costs. If you wanted to get one on eBay, what it would set you back. At least the Jeremy Bullock version. I put the link in the
yeah, I just had to make sure it didn't dox myself because it went to the American one, so I'm okay.
Oh. So, I mean, I love my spaceships. I have lots of them. And die-cast spaceships, and they made look at this, $5,000.
$5,000.
But what's so cool about this is now the Slave One, because of the Mandalorian, not that it wasn't always cool, but it's become infinitely cooler because of it's done more in the Mandalorian than it ever did. Empire. I mean, Empire Strikes Back. It just followed the Millennium Falcon.
And of course, we have the Book of Boba Fett coming end of this year.
Yeah, but and I have what was interesting was the first two pieces that Code 3 made. They made the Millennium Falcon and they made the X-Wing. And I have those, but the problem was they were based off the MPC model kits, so they weren't that accurate, especially the Falcon, and it was too small. But the Darth Vader TIE Fighter and the Slave One, those were the pieces to get because they're just gigantic, and I still have them. They're gigantic chunks of die cast, and they're awesome. And I wish that they had made more. They did make like a Scout Walker, and I do have the Rebel, from Attack of the Clones, the Rebel, the clone attack ship, the troop transport thing. I have that, but it's it's cool, but it's not as cool as the Slave One or the or Darth Vader's TIE Fighter.
Falcon and Slave One are probably the two coolest vehicles in science fiction.
And I like my this is I showed my C-3PO on this show.
Ladies, and that isn't a euphemism.
Yeah, but so this is the die cast R2 that went along with the C-3PO.
Lovely.
And this was a Bandai Chogokin. Now I do think the Hot Toys 3PO is better. I mean, the Hot Toy is better than this one. I mean, the Hot Toys R2-D2 comes with all the accoutrements from all the different movies, is better. But I love Japanese diecast. Yes. And this also is all diecast except for the head. And if you pop the head off, and the head's plastic, and if you turn it on,
I think the deluxe R2-D2 from Hot Toys is diecast.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, the regular one I don't think is, but I think the deluxe one is.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
So
maybe I turned off the batteries, and for some reason oh well. The light feature in here, that's the problem with these small. You forget when you turn it on, that you forget to turn the batteries off. Yeah. But what's really cool is it's too bad because this lights up. The lighting features on this are really great. Mm-hmm. They light up, the back lights up, everything lights up. But Oh well, but this is really, really heavy, and you know, it also has ratchet joints in it,
Yeah.
so you can make it stand up in any pose, and like this is spring loaded. This is really, really beautiful, and it goes along with the C3PO that is right there.
Yeah.
And it, you know, again, it took like 3 years apart. The C3PO came out, and they didn't make this for a long time. And I love having them. I don't have the Hot Toys R2D2, which eventually I didn't know was diecast. I would love to get it because that would be.
Like I said, I think the deluxe one, but the deluxe one is currently on waitlist only.
Oh well, there you go.
Because it, like you said, it comes with everything, with all the accoutrements. It comes with absolutely
everything. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's a bummer that because I was showing this yesterday on the charity live stream, and I guess I forgot to turn it off. Oh well. But on the charity live stream we did yesterday, it worked.
Yeah. The last thing that I will show off fits with everything that we've been discussing.
All right.
Because the rush of blood that made me purchase this has paid off, because I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I'd like to introduce you to Master Qui-Gon.
That's not even here in the United States yet.
And this, look at that head sculpt.
Oh, dude.
Look at that head sculpt. That is Liam fucking Neeson, people.
Wow. See, I gotta tell you, man, the prequel trilogy figures that they've been busting out, they started coming out in 2019 for the anniversary. I have the Ben Kenobi, which is amazing, and the Darth Maul, and I'm waiting for Qui-Gon.
There it is.
That's amazing. Wow,
this robe just feels so great. It's got a really nice like hang to it, if you get where I'm coming from. Which apparently so does Liam Neeson, from what I've heard.
That's what I've heard too. Tin Can, it was mentioned as.
This outfit here is incredible. His boots are beautifully done. If you look at his boots and the cross section on his boots, this arm is interchangeable, because this arm you can take out and replace with a battery operated arm, because that will light up, which will light up not just.
Oh no, Qui-Gon is. You can get him here. I didn't know you could get him here.
And also his lightsaber will light up as well. And he does have a lot of range of movement as well, which is just beautiful. But when I saw the head sculpt on this, I was just like, holy crap.
No, they've done such a great job with those figures. I mean, they're really, 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 really good. Although the Kenobi they put out is not from Phantom Menace. It's from Sith.
Revenge of the Sith, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great figure.
I really want to get that one. I really want that Revenge of the Sith.
It's
Kenobi.
great.
I might have to delve into the I've been on the wait list for a long time, so I think I might have to delve into the secondary market for that one if I'm going to pick it up. But yeah, I'm just thinking about this isn't going to be its final pose. I'm just thinking about what to do with it. You know,
well, you have to get them all and make them fight.
Well, but if I do that, then I'm going to need the Obi-Wan, and I don't think there's a decent enough.
Yeah, there isn't an Obi-Wan from. I don't think Hot Toys made an Obi-Wan from Phantom Menace. So you can't get the short-haired Obi-Wan.
Yeah. I
mean, these are the things. These are the problems we have. I
know.
People don't understand what we go through.
Somebody who gets it. Thank you. These are the things which make us have furrowed brows, people.
I know.
Now that I've got the Qui-Gon, though, how do we position the Qui-Gon? Do we do a Qui-Gon pre-Phantom Menace and maybe put him in a Jedi Council setting? Get some.
No, man, you got to make him ready to fight, Come on, give him that great lightsaber pose.
I'm gonna get his big green stick out. Of course,
yeah.
Because he's actually got an incredible lightsaber as well.
By the way, there are 917 people watching this right now.
We were up to 950 about 5 minutes.
I'm telling you, I hope everybody has as much fun watching these streams as we do.
Well, I mean, they stick around, and it's gone up since last time we did one, and this is a different day as well. So, I
mean, I just look around and I keep wanting to bring down, more figures, even ones that I've already shown, and because since the last time it hasn't moved, but I'm just going to bring it down anyway because
there's no complaints, Robert.
So here's my Ultron figure that
yeah
because he's always flipping somebody off. And I have to give full credit. Elizabeth's daughter Sophie, for a while Ultron lived in our kitchen. I can't explain why, but I walked in one day and young Sophie had made because Ultron's knuckles all work, and she made Ultron flipping us all off, which I thought was the funniest shit ever. So I left Ultron in that position. So Ultron does not care about your problems.
Ultron doesn't give a shit about your problems.
I have the power. I speak like James Spader. And you know what's funny? Not a lot of people bought this Hot Toy figure. This was not a Hot Toy figure that a lot of people
missed out, because that looks incredible.
This figure it doesn't do much. It lights up, but look at the base. I don't know if you can see it. The Ultron. Let's see if I can.
The Avengers. Yeah,
logo. If I can get over here, you can see the Avengers base. It's hard to move my hand off because but I like this figure. The villains don't sell as well as the heroes.
Well, I'm glad that you brought that down, because one thing that I didn't mention about the Qui-Gon is Liam Neeson's a very tall guy. He's about 6'6", 6'5", 6'6".
Mm-hmm.
Very tall guy in real life. This is a tall model.
Oh, it's a bigger body.
This is a much bigger body. If I was to put Aaron next to him, for example, he towers over him. He's got a good 4 inches on top, and that's them both on his base. So Liam Neeson has been made to scale. So if I was to put Obi-Wan next to him, and I think Ewan McGregor's about 6'1". He's gonna be 4 inches taller.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be proportionate, which is exactly what the ladies want.
Well, I mean, I love that they're doing that. I mean, that Hot Toys, when you like do these, because the fun of these figures more than ever is having to display them all, to display them together and create a scene of some kind. So it's not just there, you have them on your shelf, because I like it better when you have, like, look, when I have all 7 Samurai, Yojimbo and Nathan Algren back here. And I just love having these guys ready to attack. It's just like, it's a group of samurai that I pose them in badass poses, and I want them to attack. And that's the fun of having the figures, because you want them to evoke the thing that you love, whether it's the movie or whether it's the scene in the movie or whatever it is.
Well, I think the reason why I pulled the trigger on the Qui-Gon was, I mean, Liam Neeson's a cool dude. He's a real cool dude, but that wasn't necessarily enough. And I'm not a big fan of the Phantom Menace. It's got some good points,
I'm not either.
It's got some not so good points. But the way that they sort of wrapped up his story in Revenge of the Sith was like very, we need to introduce Force Ghost because of what happens in A New Hope, and it was all a bit daft.
Right. Yeah.
But Clone Wars really fleshed that out. And they had for a good part of a season, Qui-Gon trying to reach out to Master Yoda, and Yoda was already in conflict because he knew that the dark side was doing something, and they were all fucked.
Right,
because even he couldn't realize what was going on, and he realized that there was a force at play here. But he kept hearing Qui-Gon's voice, and he was trying to meditate on it. And it took him to a great adventure in the Clone Wars series. And so it just kind of put a different perspective on Qui-Gon. And They'd already seen the Force Ghost of Qui-Gon when they were on the Force planet with the dark side, the light side, and the Father. And the amount of I really do appreciate how much they use the Clone Wars to try and repair the mistakes of the prequel trilogy. And so it just put a different perspective on Qui-Gon. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pull the trigger, because I got a feeling that once these have gone, I think they're gonna be pretty tough to get hold of.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And also the figures are just so great. And I think what's really interesting is, you know, I kind of feel like the Clone Wars and Mandalorian and all the new shows, I don't think that I wouldn't say that, I think they are. No, they are. They're rehabilitating Star Wars in the minds of fans, and I think the general public, because you know, when you watch Rise of Skywalker, I mean, that film is so bad.
Never seen it. Don't want to.
Oh, it's nonsense. It's just nonsense.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Just no point.
Everything is nonsense about it, and I say that as even if you were a casual watcher, if you watch as an experiment, if you watch Star Wars, the original Star Wars, and then you watch Rise of Skywalker, you would look at yourself and go, what? Yeah. Or better yet, watch Star Wars and Empire and then watch Rise of Skywalker. Ooh. It's such gobbledygook. It's such, I say that word a lot these days. It's just it's not fun. It doesn't make any sense. It's monumentally stupid. You're constantly going, wait, what? And it's amazing to me. What I find very interesting as a filmmaker myself, you know, when you spend time trying to solve logic problems or write the best screenplay, I've been fascinated by watching where both Star Trek and Star Wars, and for that matter, Doctor Who, are these days. And you're like, none of this that I'm watching makes sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So why has this happened? Like, how do these creators that should know better, they have all the money in the world, that they don't sit down and even just go back to the Joseph Campbell of it all, go back to the hero's journey, and go back to the classics.
They're not interested in that. The hero's journey is a construct of the patriarchy. It's a white supremacist. You know, this is the lingo that we get now. It's mental. We've had you yourself know we've just had a whole season of Discovery where they very purposely made sure to exclude white males in a positive, cis heterosexual white males in a positive light. They didn't exist on Discovery, and they only existed as villains in the show.
Oh yeah,
and the same with Doctor Who. Doctor Who's been exactly the same. The BBC's diversity and inclusion policy now sets up, just like the Star Wars edict, these demographics can only be seen in positive lights. We're cutting back on white male leads in. We're getting period dramas being made left, right, and center with black people.
And Boleyn.
And Boleyn, there's more. They're bringing a whole slew of them out now. So it's just gone mad. It's gone fucking crazy.
Well, what I think what's worse is that the stories are bad.
Yes.
Like if you're gonna, I'm all for telling stories about all kinds of people, but make the stories good. You know, and I feel that
Batwoman 30-second trailer today for season 2. Robert, I shit ye not. Do you know what was one of the reasons to watch the show?
To laugh at it?
They said it. They said it's got black people.
They actually said that in the trailer?
Yeah. They were giving, it was a 30-second trailer, and they were expressing reasons to watch the show, and they were like, it's going to be batterific, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. And then they went, right at the end, they went, oh yeah, and black. And it had all the black cast go, oh yeah. And I was just like, oh. If that is if you think that is a reason to watch your television show, your show must be dog shit. Where you have got to have characters and a story. They are the fundamental aspects of storytelling and entertainment. A color isn't a story. A sexuality isn't a story. But this is where we are. This is why these shows are being ridiculed to buggery, because the hero's journey, which is very simple, and this is why the reception when Luke Skywalker came back at the end of The Mandalorian was so resounding, because it not just invoked great memories of Luke Skywalker, but invoked the memories of Luke's journey. And Luke, in many people's eyes, including myself, is a hero because of what he went through. And that journey's now gone. Rey didn't go through a journey. She was amazing from the start. There was no growth. There was no development. So why was there even a point in watching her? There wasn't any. She wasn't interesting because she never had any hardship. She wasn't interesting because she never had to overcome anything. She had a Skype boyfriend who killed billions of people, but she liked his abs. That's not a fucking story.
Yep.
Luke wasn't like, oh, see that woman in the Empire? She might have killed billions of people, but she's got a great fucking set of tits.
But you know what's really interesting? What I find really interesting. So in the wake of Star Wars originally in the 70s, there were all of these people that were racing toy companies. Mego had passed on the Star Wars toy license. And there were all these companies that were vying for other movies, like the Black Hole. Mego got the Black Hole, or other companies got Clash of the Titans. And there were all these companies that just thought that, oh, well, any toy license would replicate the success of Star Wars. And what I've always thought was so interesting, and what I thought was interesting about collecting Star Wars toys, and maybe this is just a theory I have, but the one thing that made Star Wars toys so attractive when we were kids is that we knew that watching Star Wars, we're just seeing a couple of days in the life of these characters, but they had all kinds of adventures before we saw them, and they were going to have all kinds of adventures after we saw them. So by getting the toys, our imaginations could conjure up whatever stories that we want. So if you buy, like, that Mego made both 3 3/4 figures and 12-inch 6-scale figures from the movie The Black Hole.
Yeah.
Well, at the Black Hole, everybody, half the people were dead and the ship was destroyed, and then it went into another universe. There was nowhere to go. Like, the story was over. So, like, I had a few Black Hole toys because I wanted an Ernest Borgnine figure, but it's like, I don't think many other kids would. But at the end of the day, what are you supposed to do with those toys? There's no place to go, you know. And I've always wanted Logan's Run figures from 6-scale Logan's. Well, I'd be the first to admit that after Logan's Run's over, the Dome City blows up and the Sandman costume that I would want is useless. There's no more Sandman. So, you know, why would you? The point I was going to make, though, is that the stories that people gravitate towards are the stories that are timeless in nature, that speak to the characters, have inherent human truths to them. Like, one of the things about Luke Skywalker that made him so resonant for people is that we are all of us, Luke Skywalker, whether you're a boy or a girl or don't even identify as either, you still have a moment in your youth where you look to the setting sun, you know, and you ask yourself, well, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? You know, where am I in my life? And, you know, that was such a raw, collectively in our subconscious, we have all stared off at a setting sun, or we've all been on a beach hearing the surf crash against the ground. We've all been there contemplating the great questions of ourselves, like, who am I? What am I going to do? Where am I going to be? What is my life all about? Why am I here? And Luke had that question, you know, and at the same time, he wasn't special. He wasn't from a royal family. And before they screwed up the Force, anybody could learn to become Force adept. You know, you didn't necessarily have to have it running through your bloodstream with midichlorians. The Force was through training. It was like martial arts.
Yeah.
You know, you train, you have to train mentally and physically to get that discipline.
Yeah,
you know, and that was part of the whole thing, is that Luke was an every boy, you know, and he was not necessarily born of noble blood. And another thing is that Han Solo is a truck driver. The Millennium Falcon is an 18-wheeler.
Yeah,
you know, it's hauling stuff. It's just, he's like the Bandit and Smokey and the Bandit. He's running moonshine, but instead of moonshine, he drops spice shipments or wherever the hell he's hauling stuff that, you know, cigarettes without a tax stamp on them here in the United States. And so Han Solo and Luke were every dudes. Like we all relate to them, even though it's in the far-flung reaches of another galaxy a long time ago. It's like, I could be those dudes. And when I get an action figure of Han Solo or Luke, I know how to play with them because I'm them.
Yeah.
And so, and if you're a girl, you see Princess Leia in the beginning of Star Wars being a badass, you know, she's the one that actually defies Tarkin, defies Vader, gets the plans to the Death Star into R2 and gets them off the ship while she's shooting at stormtroopers. I mean, you don't have to tell people that Princess Leia is a badass. You show her being a badass. So immediately, like when I was a kid, I did not feel bad buying a Princess Leia action figure. I'm like, fuck, man.
No,
hell
I had her in Bespin. I had her in Endor gear. I would have had her from OG, but you know, you couldn't get that by then. I had her in a Bosch outfit. You know, I had all the Leias because Leia was fucking cool. But as you said, Leia worked off the premise of show, don't tell.
Right.
And now we're operating off tell, don't show.
Exactly.
And it's the complete role reversal. We're being told, oh, she's great because, and we're like, no, show us why. But they can't, because they've lost the hero's journey. They don't know how to create a hero. They believe that we seem to have this lack of respect now. Respect doesn't need to be earned. You should just give it to people.
Well, people believe they've been told they're special.
Yeah,
you know?
That's just it. You're special. You're different. You're a snowflake. People need to respect you. Wrong. Respect is earned. Respect isn't given. Regardless of what shield you want to hide behind, what label you want to hide behind, that doesn't make you any better than anyone else. If you want to have respect, you bloody earn it, just like everyone else. And Luke and Leia and Han, they all earned our respect as characters by their deeds and how they operated. The rogue became the reluctant hero. Luke became the boy who had aspirations to be better. Leia was the trained general, because essentially she was the trained general who could take charge and run at people. And so when they're in difficulty, her job was, let's get out of this. This is how we're going to do this. We need to move. We need action. The way that she saved Han in Return of the Jedi. The way that it was roles reversed. The way that she killed Jabba the Hutt. She was the one that killed Jabba the Hutt. You know, even when she was in Slave Lair outfit.
Yeah.
And it was all show. And by showing their deeds is what has made us love these characters and want to see more of these characters. Rey, in A Force Awakens, she was nobody. Oh, she could completely run and fix the Millennium Falcon
and fly it better than any pilot we've seen in the entire Star Wars franchise.
Like an ace. And then at the end, she could just wield a lightsaber as if she's, well, first of all, she could tell already force sensitive mind tricks. Then she could force grab the lightsaber. Then she could defeat the big villain. And this is all in the first episode. And so even when I saw it, I was trying desperately to give the benefit of the doubt. I was like, well, maybe when she realized that she was gaining the force or whatever, the force was filling up, maybe it kind of put her into overdrive, like an adrenaline fix. And so she was able to fight off an injured Kylo, and therefore things would calm down and she wouldn't be able to repeat the stuff. And she'd be, why not? And she'd have to go through training as to well, it's not just something which is granted. This is something that you have. No. Now that she's at 100, stays there. Hi, Luke. You fucking gypsy Beppo. I'm better than you. You're a pathetic milk drinking fucking piss stain man. Okay. I'm gonna show you how I'm just fucking amazing. All right. Oh, boring people. Oh, stay there, sunshine. I'm gonna Skype call me fucking boyfriend with his nips out.
And then suddenly he's now a real person again. Or what? I mean, I'm just a residual memory of a character that's in your brain that was now given life by a holodeck, and now is going to Culber's going to build him a new body. So
yeah.
he's. I mean, you watch this stuff. It's really hard. It's really hard to. The thing is, these characters.
Can you leave the holodeck and tell us what's outside? Oh, you're still there when you left the holodeck, right? How does that one work, fucko?
Yeah. No,
I'm teleporting just by doing this on my badge, and it's taking me exactly where I want to go. How is tapping that twice taking you to where you want to go?
And how are you like a sentient being as a hologram? It's just it's what I feel is happening with these. You know, we as a culture has always had heroes, whether it was, you know, Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier, whether it's Gilgamesh, you know, you go back into the Greek and Roman pantheon of heroes and gods and all of that. We've always had heroes in our societies. We've always told tales of people doing heroic acts. But now I feel, and that's why we collect these characters. You know who's a great hero? R2-D2. For 6 films, R2-D2 kicked ass.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until The Force Awakens where he literally spends the movie with a tarp over him until the end. And I understand J.J. Abrams has merchandising rights to BB-8, but still, how was that a good business decision for Disney? Let's take our character that it's almost like R2-D2 was a cis white male, because he might be a cis white robot, you know, a cis white astromech droid, but let's relegate him. Let's literally put a tarp over him and not have him share the information he knows until he comes to life at the end and offers his wise pearls. I mean, why would you have to denigrate R2-D2 in order to bolster BB-8? Why not have them both?
Why wouldn't you have Luke, Han, and Leia in a scene together?
Oh, well, that's yes. I mean, that whole thing was a mistake.
That is the biggest thing.
Yeah. Well, in a scene with R2-D2.
With R2, with C-3PO, with Chewbacca. All of them just sat in the cockpit of the Enterprise at one point, and they all just suddenly realize what they're in, and there's just little kind of like looks around at each other and a little, maybe a knowing smirk from Han Solo as he fucking pushes the hyperdrive.
Well, I mean, you know,
here we go, and they've got Finn and they've got Rey with them. Finn pulling off his helmet. We have a different stormtrooper. We have not just a different stormtrooper. We've got a black stormtrooper. Why isn't he a clone? What happened to the clone armies? Why is he no longer wanting to be a stormtrooper? Where's this story going to take us?
And that's a great story.
Nowhere.
That could have been a great story. A stormtrooper with a change of heart, and the fact that his color should have been absolutely irrelevant. And now John Boyega has made the point. I was used. You know, they didn't give my character. I thought I was going to have a really interesting arc and go somewhere interesting. And basically for 2 films, they sidelined me. They fridged me in a way. You know, they fridged me ideologically and gave me nowhere to go. They did nothing that was interesting with my character. And
when he turned up and they were screaming traitor at him, all of them, it was a cool concept.
Yes, it was.
Why were they so wrapped up in their ideology in the First Order that somebody who would turn, they would literally scream traitor at them.
Yeah.
What is this indoctrination? Are they what kind of processes do these stormtroopers go through? How brainwashed are they? Are they kidnapped? Are they bred? Are they a new batch of clones with a new? How does it work? No, he's gonna be a fucking Chinese girl's bitch for the sequel.
And they don't. I mean, yeah, it's very odd, and the idea that they've not given us. Look, I'm all for. I don't care what color anybody is. I don't care what their sexuality. I don't care. If you're gonna make somebody a hero, make them a hero. Give every character. Give those characters real stories and real heroic stories. Like, I have to tell you, dude, I didn't buy one sequel series hot toy. Not one.
No, not hot toy. No.
Not. I didn't even buy a Kylo Ren hot toy.
Nope.
And the one I might have bought just because I like Oscar Isaac, I might have bought a Poe Dameron hot toy.
Not after The Last Jedi.
But yeah, and then I didn't. I mean, Rogue One's where it's at. Rogue One and the Mandalorian. I mean, those are there's your toys.
The prequel trilogy is starting to get some love. They are not very good films.
No, they're not. I've always said they're bad movies, but good Star Wars.
Yeah, to me, it's no longer about the prequel trilogy. It's about Clone Wars and how that sort of repairs the damage, because the Clone Wars was so good. So it's no longer about the prequels for me. It's about Ahsoka. It's about 501st. It's about was it the 212s? Was that Cody's 212s, 232s? It's about their divisions. It's about their stories. It's about Anakin's descent. It's about Obi-Wan's principles. It's about Yoda and Mace's deception. To me, they did it so much better in the Clone Wars that you forget the prequels, just watch the Clone Wars and then move on into A New Hope after that. Because that's really where it properly ends, and the ending of season 7 is just that goes alongside some of the best endings of television I've seen as a way to wrap up a series. And now, of course, we have Ahsoka in The Mandalorian. We've had Ahsoka revitalized because of Rebels, and that dealt with very well indeed. And the last 2 seasons of Rebels is very good. The first 2 seasons, no.
Yeah.
But the last 2 seasons, they kind of got that. We need to make this more like Clone Wars than Rebels. And you do notice a very distinct tonal shift in season 3 onwards, from season 3 to season 4. And that's the revitalization, because these people, Ahsoka went through a great journey. She went through the hero's journey. She was not a likable character to start with. And they turned her into a not just a likable character, beloved character.
Yeah.
That if you go through the whole of the Clone Wars, by the end of it, you'll be like, Ahsoka's fucking great. She's absolutely great. They do great stuff with Mace Windu. They do great stuff with Yoda. They do great stuff with Obi-Wan. They do great stuff with Anakin. That really adds so much to their stories that you can understand the conflict, particularly between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Because you have one person that operates off emotion, and you have one person that operates off duty and forsakes emotion, even though he has emotion. He keeps it in check. He's a consummate professional. And Anakin lets his emotions run him. And it can be a positive thing, which it was to start with Ahsoka, but then it can devolve into a very negative thing as time progresses and he feels betrayed by everything that goes on with Ahsoka, with the Jedi Masters, with Dooku, with Palpatine.
By the way, that Dooku figure the Hot Toys makes is great.
I need to get one.
It's really, really good.
Anyway, sorry, we need to go through some super chats.
So let's super chat it up.
Well, the audience seems to like it because now we're up to 960. So they seem to really like that Star Wars chat. Where am I in the UK? I'm a Yorkshireman. Right. So first things first, just a couple of new members. Kevin A has joined at the Stormtrooper level. You see, my members, I have Star Wars, Star Wars things. It's just it's ingrained. Thank you, Kevin. And also Bunyan Snipe has become a Stormtrooper member as well. So
Bunyan's a good man.
Oh, good stuff. So thank you very much indeed. Now let's go through some of your super chats, some of your questions. Apologies, it's a little later than normal, but discussion goes where discussion goes, folks. And by the sounds of it, you've quite enjoyed. Did Az ever realize he said the Enterprise in reference to Star Wars? We were riffing between franchises, Robert and I. We knew what we were talking about. Robert and I knew what we were talking about. We were riffing between franchises, so it might have actually been that. So it might have come across as a little bit disjointed, but we knew where we were. If you get where we're coming from, because we watched the same thing and we've had discussions about this, so we could just literally go from that to that and we know what we're going on about. So first things first, we've Gats, SJ Almighty with a £1.50 phallic. How down. Straight in there. Joseph Nash with a $2 super chat. I liked your IICFF movie, The Deadly Mr. HD, Rob.
That just I just put that. I didn't make that. That was made by a viewer, and it just went up this weekend. I'm glad people liked it. It was a long movie. It was a movie that was almost an hour long, and that was pretty impressive.
That is very impressive for such a because
I'm going to put a link. I'll put a link in the chat to that movie so people can see it.
Okay.
It's really neat.
Shayna Riley with a €1.50 phallic unicorn, and then Shayna Riley follows it up immediately with a €1.50 phallic. How down. Love the phallic hot dogs in here,
And this comes from Puerto Rico. This movie.
Puerto Rico. Oh. Essay. Mark C with a $5 super chat. Thoughts on custom 1/6 scale figures? This week I found a custom Spaceballs Dark Helmet figure. Someone named Ski Man did that flawless. That sounds great. A Dark Helmet figure would be great with a flip up front, so we get Rick Moranis. That would be awesome.
Yes.
No, I've got no problem with when you say custom. I've got third party. I got third party 1/6s. I've got the White Wolf, which is the third party Geralt of Rivia.
Oh yeah.
I've got Happy Face or whatever it's called, which is the third party Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker from the Joker.
Can I just show you? What I pre-ordered?
Sure.
Talk about 6 scale.
I'm here to enable, dude.
Are you here to enable? I'm just gonna let me just throw this in the chat.
I'm here to approve all purchases.
Yeah, you check. Yeah, check. I mean, I put the deposit. I put the deposit down.
Oh, good boy. Good boy. Okay.
How can you not want that?
Wow.
And again, I've always wanted the movie Heat.
Wow.
Vincent Hanna, Neil McCauley, 6 scale figures from Heat.
That is insanity.
And again, they're not even supposed to come out to the end of the year, so who knows?
It's got a little Siggy.
Yep.
A little Siggy.
But that's a really great Al Pacino.
That's great.
I know. And all the accessories it comes with, it's pretty cool.
God damn. Do they do a Val Kilmer?
People have done a Val Kilmer. I don't know. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. But yeah, those are third party figures.
De Niro's not bad.
I know, right?
That De Niro is not half. God, that suit's gorgeous. God damn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ay, 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 oy vey. That is fucking tasty.
I know.
So, I have one question, Rob. What arcade machines are they going to be playing?
I would think they would play Street Fighter.
Yes, I think that's a really good one. God damn, they look great.
I know.
Absolutely great. Oh, Lord.
By the way, also, people should know I showed the Canada bike. The Canada figure is being re-released after 11 years from Akira.
Yeah.
And here, I'll put this in the chat so you can show it.
Ruined your bottom line on that.
It's although this is, I mean, thank God I already have one, but I put that in the live chat. You can see that. I mean, it's a great figure.
Oh, also, Mark, by the way, Mark, on third parties, I think both of us have, Robert. I have both the Robin and the Nightwing Titans.
Yeah.
Figures, which are third party. It's called like Vigilante and Street Kid or whatever. They've called them, but they're third party as well. But they look great. The Nightwing looks brilliant.
Yeah.
Douche. So good. Look at
that. Mm-hmm.
With bike or without bike? Just without bike.
Yeah, that's without bike. You can get it. Oh, does it have a with bike too?
Oh no, I'm just saying I can't see it with bike. It's just without bike.
Yeah, just without bike.
Just as well you got it with bike then. Maybe okay, maybe you've held on to your value with that one then. Mr. Tickle Trunk with a 2 Canadian super sticker of Japanese with lots of love hearts.
They are releasing the bike. They are re-releasing the bike too.
They are re-releasing the bike too. Okay.
Yeah.
Great, but frustrating maybe. I don't know. Depends which school of thought you're in. If you're like, fuck off. Or if you're in the school of thought, okay, let everyone play with their toys. But I'm in the school of fuck off. I bought this to you don't buy toys to invest. Hot toys really hold the value well.
They do.
Sarjenka with a $5 super chat. As a grown single girl, I've been told I'll find a boyfriend when I sell my collection of dragon and action figures. No! My boyfriend will buy me more. That is the right answer, Sarjenka. That is the correct answer. That is the correct attitude to have. Yes, and that's my philosophy. The woman that will eventually take my heart will be the one that says on the first date, so I collect hot toys. I have a collection of Dungeons and Dragons figures from the cartoon in the 80s, and I'm mad about Ulysses 31. And I'd just go, are we fucking or what? Right there. No, that's the right attitude, Sarjenka. Just a kid from Brooklyn with a $5 super chat. Hey, fellas, I just started the payment plan. Oh, for the sideshow Jabba. We'll talk about that in a second. After I may pull the trigger on that Rancor statue. I'm all about the 6th scale this year. I was talking with Robert last week, was it? Maybe the week before, where I said to him, I am really thinking of pulling the trigger on the 1 in 6 Jabba.
Yep. I think you should.
But it's like 600 fucking quid.
Yeah, but it's great. I have their first release of that. They released that like 10 years ago or something. I have the first release of it. It's amazing.
But it looks great, and Salacious Crumb looks awesome, and
yeah.
But then I'm thinking, if I get that, I'm going to have to get Lando, because
which is, I think, the last 6 scale figure Sideshow's making from Star Wars, the Lando skiff guard that just came out.
It looks so good.
It looks so good.
It looks so good.
Mm.
Oh, God, now I'm going to have to look at that.
When's it all gonna end? Make it stop. Make it stop.
Oh no, it's available now.
Yes. Oh, it came out.
Oh, it ships tomorrow. What if I press add to cart? What happens when I do that?
I mean, that Lando, that Skiff-Guard Lando is dope, dude.
Oh, it added it to my cart. What happens if I do proceed to check out?
The face sculpt on it is great. I love the face sculpt.
Oh, it's taking me to a checkout. What happens if I put a promo code in? How many promo codes do I have lined up? That's a telling thing.
I think you should buy it.
It's taken 20 quid off it, which essentially means free delivery.
There you go.
What happens if I click agree and then place order? What happens then?
I mean, I've still got my 6-scale Gamorrean guard that Hasbro made. That's pretty cool.
Oh shit! I just bought it.
Don't look forlorn, as relish in your time, like Roy Batty was told by Eldon Terrell.
Oh well, when I pressed those buttons, it ended up getting. I regret nothing. Nothing at all. Shane O'Reilly with a €5 super chat. Dump a load in someone and get some offspring as you old romantic you. I may have used some base language. Alpha Mega Records with a £10 super chat. I too have been rather sad recently, but then a super rare Kylie record arrived. Don't ask. And then Marty McFly 1 in 6 appeared to stand next to my hovering DeLorean. Last night, a hot toy saved my life. God damn.
You know, that's an Elton John song.
Saved my life.
Elton John sang about last night a hot toy saved his life.
Yes. Might have been a DJ, but it's a hot toy for us.
It's a hot toy.
That's cool. But hey, don't do anything stupid, dude. Mark C with a $10 super chat. How big is the market for the 1/6 scale non-licensed builder figures? Example, you buy a body, you buy a head that says female spy, then clothes, put them together and make a Black Widow. Dude, we discussed it. You heard us. We discussed it during the stream with the Bruce Wayne. We're up for it. We're well up for it. With the custom heads that you can get now, and the clothing, the quality of the clothing that you can get.
Yeah.
Oh, I've also got a 1 in 6 Tifa. Third-party Tifa from Final Fantasy VII on pre-order.
Well, there you go. Did you see? Wait. Okay. This passed me by. This is at the front of the list. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Do you like the movie Starship Troopers?
Yeah, great satire.
Look at this. Look at this. I just put it in the live chat.
Whoa.
In your chat.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I just saw that when I was looking at the.
I didn't realize I wasn't paying attention to what it is.
Yeah.
It's a 6-scale Starship Troopers figure.
Boosh.
Look at that.
Douche. Rico.
Johnny Rico.
Team leader.
Team leader.
Team leader, not at all Johnny Rico. Look at that. That's fucking great.
I know.
Oh my god.
I'm going to put this on Casper Van Dien's Facebook page right now.
Yeah, Casper, talk to us, dude. Come on the show. I just wish there was a bit more emotion in the face expression.
I know. It's a little neutral.
It's just it's a bit neutral. Yeah, it's a bit bland. Could have done with a, but it's really good. Oh, well, that's great for parade. That's not a bad Rico. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. It doesn't look as good there, though. The face,
No.
I mean.
No, but you know what? From a distance with that helmet on, it's pretty dope.
Oh, yeah. But that, the bug looks awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, that is a pretty fucking good one.
Mm-hmm.
I got a problem. I got a 1 in 6 problem.
Yeah, it's true.
And Mark C again follows up with a $5 super chat. As when it comes to hot toy photography, remember what Doug Trumbull said on the Blade Runner Dangerous Days documentary, smoke gives scale. Yeah. There's some very clever ways that you can do a little bit of misting with some, with some liquid nitrogen sort of thing, a little bit of misting over the ground.
Well, I have to say that I was sent a picture by Ed Perello of he has the he's showing me the pictures. I guess the top of R2D2 is die cast in one and plastic on this one, but the body is die cast on this one and plastic on the other. So 6 of one, half done. So I want to thank him for that. Showing me that.
Oh, by the way, thank you to all the people who are just paying for that fucking Lando Calrissian you just bought. Alpha Omega Records. I gotta confess though, I've been looking at it.
I know.
I've been looking at it, and it was one of my favorite Star Wars toys as a kid. I thought Lando looked so fucking cool as a kid in that outfit, in that bounty hunter's outfit, and to have it in 1 in 6, I mean, he'll go great next to my Luke when my Luke arrives. I have a problem. Alpha Omega Records with a £10 super chat. Oh, and the UK government is starting the process to ban Chinese imports. I haven't read the details yet, but if that means I don't get my Tom Baker, I'll die. Sod the slavery. No, because it just means they'll ship from Hong Kong to somewhere else, and then you'll pick it up from somewhere else. So don't worry about it. There's ways around all of this bollocks. But that was one of the reasons why I actually voted Remain, because I knew it would just fuck up all our trade routes.
Well, and I hear you might not get that they're now talking about, the UK is talking about banning Chinese imports, which might affect your ability to get action figures.
That's just what this super chat said, Rob.
It did, and it's true, and it's going to happen.
No, but then they'll ship from Hong Kong to Australia, and then you'll get it from Australia, or they'll ship from Hong Kong to America.
No, because no. From what I understand, I mean, I meant to reiterate the fact. I read an article that actually said that you somehow it's tied to human rights, so it'll have some kind of. It's not just trade. It's going to be under some. I don't know your governmental policy, but it's under some other thing, like it's a human rights issue. Not like just a trade issue. I don't know.
Robert just send us them. Okay, cool. Cheers, dude. I'll just send them to you, and then you can just send them to me.
Well, yeah, I'll get you whatever you want. Yeah. We in America, we'll do business with China. We don't care what their human rights issue or human rights. What do we care?
We got no morals. But I promise not to buy any Nike. If that makes it better, government. Tall, dark, and gruesome with a £5 super chat. I've hidden my sorry, just the first line. I've hidden my wallet today as the past streams have cost me $1,000. Got the awesome Alita figure though, waiting on Boba Fett. Much love, guys. You do wise. I mean, I've actually spent today.
Did you get the Mythos Boba Fett?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I haven't got any Boba Fett yet.
This is the sideshow Mythos Boba Fett. What I really love about this figure,
I want a Mando Boba Fett.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the Mythos Boba Fett that was wandering the desert, like the Obi-Wan kind of. I love this. This might be my favorite, one of my favorite Boba Fetts. I just like the blowing in the wind. There's different. He comes with. I mean, I can't wait to pair him with my Slave One. I've had an old Boba Fett figure that Metacom made in the Slave One box. I'm going to put this one in there just because it's cool. I love this figure, even though it is a sideshow figure. It's pretty dope. I really like this.
I want my dad bod Boba Fett in a skirt from Mandalorian.
I would imagine you will be getting one.
I hope so, and I do hope, and I say this with love. I don't say this with sarcasm. I do hope that they put it, they chunk it up. They just chunk it up a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Boba Fett's older. It's I think it's cool.
Yeah, I thought like he looked badass, but this is only meant to be 5 years later.
What I love about this Mythos Boba Fett is he's got multiple lightsabers that he's like taking off.
Yes.
People.
Yeah, he's got
like 3.
That. Yeah. I saw that.
Great.
A bit like Grievous has got his collection of lightsabers.
Yeah.
Predator 1987X with a $5 super chat. New subscriber has really enjoy your channel and love Robert too. Love these toygasms. My house is full of Alien, Predator, X plus Godzilla stuff.
Oh, the X plus Godzilla stuff is amazing.
Amazing. Well, that's good. Good. I'm glad that you. I mean, I'm absolutely bamboozled how much love these streams get, and I love it. It fills my heart with joy. Legion Steve with a £5 super chat. As your STD finale review made me laugh so hard I cried like a member of the STD crew. Robert actually messaged me. He said, I'm watching your
dude,
your STD review, and I got to the point where you got to what's she called?
I couldn't stop laughing. When you started laughing, I lost it. I lost it. Yeah.
Well, you can't. We know it's STD. Mr. Tickle Trump with 5 Canadian. Rob's opened my eyes. Imagine, if you will, everyone, a last Starfighter arcade machine.
Oh, I would love to get. That's a great one to make. Like somebody's got to make. I don't think you'll get the emulator, the game itself. But wow, I would love. You know what? See, now somebody just gave me an idea. Maybe get an extra one of these and use it to make a last Starfighter game. You know what? I'm gonna write New Wave Toys a letter and be like, "Hey, man,
do that. That's a good. I mean, that's a
like they should just sell the shells so you can make whatever video game you want."
What about making a fortune telling machine from Big?
That would be Zoltar or whatever. That'd be great too. A 6-scale Zoltar machine.
Yeah, baby. R-Far with 5 New Zealand dollars. You fellas need to get the YouTuber Trek Works on the show one day. His Star Trek model building skill and knowledge are truly incredible.
Oh, no, he's amazing. That channel's amazing.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I shall definitely check him out then. And then you, unfortunately, I say unfortunately for you, not necessarily for me, repeat the super chat with the same message. So I'm sorry, dude. If you want a refund on this second super chat, just drop us an email, heelversusbabyface@gmail.com, and I'll just PayPal you the money back. Okay. Because you've hit it twice, I think, by accident. Oilers Workshop with a $5 super chat. I make hyper real dioramas and pieces. I just finished a 1-in-12 Batcave, 48-inch wide lights and all. Check me out here or IG Instagram. Would love to make y'all something. Holy shit, that's Oilers Workshop. Let me open that another tab. Right, I've just subscribed to your channel, dude. So I'm going to check you out later on. And yeah, I've just subscribed. So obviously I'm going through this now. But yeah, I'm going to check you out later on, okay? Because that's fine by me. Andrew Matthews with a £5 super chat. As the saying goes, I have fingers like pigs' tits, trots, whatever. So no way I could use one of those beautiful arcade machines. Oh. Mikey Gustler with a $5 super chat. McFarlane's Toys are going to release a whole bunch of action figures based on Zack Snyder's Justice League this summer. Black Suit Superman. I expect to see a 1 in 6 black suit Superman from Hot Toys.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Very much so. Yeah, very much so. So so I'm going to hold off for that because I'm all about the 1 in 6 ladies. But yeah, I think we're going to have a slew of some pretty decent Justice League toy 1 in 6s, maybe with some tweaks on them. Coming our way. John Harrison with a £5 super chat. As are you going to get any of the War for Cybertron Kingdom sets? I think I might get the Rex, Megatron, and Optimus Primal. I'm not sure about those. Because I was never a Beast Wars fan. That was the Transformers that actually put me off Transformers. But I really do love the Earth. Oh, that's the Siege. The Siege and Earth something, which is the second series. I really have enjoyed those. I got quite a few of those. They've done some beautiful ones. Star Nerd with a £5 super chat. Hey guys, love the diecast, Rob. Since I've been watching you both the last 2 months, I've pre-ordered a ton of 1 in 6 scales from Big Chief Studios. Nice.
Did you order the Flash Gordon Big Chief Studios figures? Because I want those. I want that Tom Baker Doctor Who too. Grew up with Tom Baker.
Don't want to give the BBC any money. Secondary market. I just don't want to give.
Well, you could look at it this way: Big Chief already gave them the money to license the figure, so you're buying from Big Chief, which is
we could be getting to semantics.
I know.
Just a kid from Brooklyn with a $5 super chat. Do you guys think we'll ever get a Hot Toy Sebastian Shaw / Anakin in Jedi robes? Don't you mean Luke in Jedi robes? I mean, Sebastian Shaw looks like Luke.
I mean, there is a hot toy of Luke in Jedi robes from Jedi. I don't think that there's been a third part. Sebastian Shaw meaning Kevin Bacon.
No,
like Sebastian Shaw,
a lot of
from
people,
X-Men First Class.
Yeah. They've been really wanting. Not Kevin Bacon. Sebastian. No. Sebastian Stan, I think.
Oh, Sebastian Stan. Okay, yeah.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Unless he does mean a Hot Toys Sebastian Shaw from First Class.
Yeah, I mean, they were gonna make Hot Toys. They announced figures, but then they never ended up making them. I think probably Marvel put the kibosh on that.
Yeah, so I think he does mean Sebastian Shaw, and then I think also
who played Sebastian Shaw was the actor who was revealed at the end of Jedi. He was the original person that played Jedi Vader when he was unmasked. You know, in the original Jedi, that's Sebastian Shaw. I have a 12-inch. It's only a Kenner figure, but I have a 12-inch of Sebastian Shaw in the Jedi robes from the end of Return of the Jedi. That's what's up. Now, I don't think they're ever going to make that because he's been replaced.
Yes.
Old Sebastian Shaw has been replaced by Homeboy. Yeah, Hayden Christensen. Yeah. But I have the Sebastian Shaw 12-inch that Kenner made. The Hasbro. And I will not part with him. You know what? I should put him on the shelf next to Coyote Mundi.
Yeah. He was useless.
But he looks good on my shelf. He's waving to me all the time.
You make a great hot toy, though. Yeah, so we nearly cocked up your super chat, but then we managed to turn it around. Mr. Tickle Trump with 2 Canadian. Patrick Swayze voice. Nobody puts R2 in a corner.
Yeah, they did in that movie.
Yeah, big time.
He was not having the time of his life.
Sid with a £2 super chat. Jetfire was originally a Macross Robotech toy.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. You're absolutely correct. I don't know about the Macross, but Robotech, yes. I know that it used to be a Robotech toy, yeah. Packled Scholar with a $20 super chat. I picked up the Evangelion Test Type 1 concept by Josh Nizzi statue. God damn.
Oh, yeah. That's yeah. I want that.
Yeah, God, that'd be beautiful. That's got some great music. I need to rewatch that because it was great. That's some great anime.
That's my Prime 1 statue, baby. It's coming.
I got 3 downstairs. Oh, the Robin's in a real small box. The box is about like that by that. I'm really quite surprised. But it's great because it means it's going to be perfect size. You know, it's going to be size specific to my other
in scale.
Yeah, in scale. That's what I was struggling to say, which is awesome. Mazzamonte with a £5 super chat. Lol. Ulysses 31. What a blast from the past. Numenor, a blue elf. As an 18-year-old, I quite fancied him. Was that wrong as? No, it was not. We all had our crushes. I had a huge crush on Princess in Battle of the Planets. She was just like awesome.
She was awesome. She wore pink well.
Yeah, and who was the blonde chick in Dungeons and Dragons? Julie? Was it Julie?
I don't know.
I can't remember if it was Julie, but I always had a little bit of a crush on her. No, so it wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't a bad thing at all. It's absolutely fine. And that has taken us exactly to the 2.5 hour mark.
Well, there you go.
Well, if we started on time.
Yeah, we were a little late.
So that's fine by me. So Robert, is there anything that you want to plug, sir?
It doesn't, I don't know how many people will like it, but there's an independent movie that I produced and edited and was the VFX and post supervisor on called Tango Shalom. And if you would please go, because we're indie, we're an indie movie, and any exposure we can get online. If you go to Tango Shalom the movie, there's only one video there. It's the trailer for the movie. It might not be your thing, but do me a favor and go and watch the trailer, like it, and subscribe to the page. It helps us out to try and sell this movie, the analytics. And we sell the movie, I make some money, which means I can buy more Hot Toys figures and come back and talk to you about them on this channel. Then follow me on my own channel, the Burnett Work. There you go. Yeah.
My mods have done a beautiful job of sticking out your link.
Oh, there you go.
Of course, the episode. Very sad super chat here. I'm sorry to say, Danny Boy with a £10 super chat. Hi guys, I had to sacrifice my deposit for the 4-foot Superman black suit version. Sadly, my partner's son passed away unexpectedly at Christmas due to COVID. Had to clear the funds for funeral costs. That's obviously fully understandable, dude, and I'm really
very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, really, really sorry, and all the best, and just a ton of love, mate. That must be absolutely hideous. So sorry about that. But massive thank you to everyone who turned up tonight. I can't believe we nearly hit 1,000 viewers on what is this, the 7th toy stream we've done together?
Something like that. Yeah.
What are we going to do Wednesday? Are we doing a Wednesday show this week or what? I don't know.
Why not?
Sure, why not?
Why not?
We're on Rob's channel in 2 days' time.
Yeah, you know what I'll do is I'll see if I can dig around. I'll just find more toys that I have yet to show. I'll figure out. I'll move things around and I'll have some more vintage Hot Toys stuff. Like I'll find my Vito Corleone and some Predators I've never shown, some Hot Toys Predators, stuff like that. Yeah. And stuff that even Justin doesn't have.
Massive thank you. So we'll be back on Robert's channel, the Burnett Work, in 2 days' time. This Wednesday, 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, midday Pacific time. If you're in the Us of a Mer, huge thank you to my mods, Purple Valkyrie. It's Vanessa there as well. I'm not sure if I saw Vanessa, but thank you very much indeed for pumping out those links and just being generally awesome. Thank you to everyone who hit the join button down below and became a member, and the super chat button. You basically paid for a hot toy today.
Yeah, but you know what? That's bringing you're going to show it on the show. So really what they're doing is supporting the channel, which helps you bring more mirth and joy to our audience by showing things that you're actually reinvesting in the show itself.
I like to call it a tax write-off.
That's right. But you still are investing in every time you buy something new.
Yeah, it's cylindrical.
So yeah,
the circle of life. You come to the stream, you see the hot toy, you super chat, a new hot toy appears.
Hey, I bought I bought a box of 6-scale cigarettes on this show, so there you go.
You bought a packet of $90 6-scale cigarettes.
No, they were only what, 19? They were $19.08 or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're 90. They were 19. And what's great is when I get them, I will show them. Look what I got to go find they're in a box. I'll show you. You know what? I'll bring out Morgan Freeman and his new glasses. As a matter of fact, I've never put the new glasses on Morgan Freeman's head.
Live.
My Lucius box, so I'll do it live. I'll get those big, because that's what we're here for. We're here to I'm sure the audience is like, we can't wait to see Morgan Freeman's 6-scale glasses get put on.
Oh my god!
By a middle-aged man. This is peak YouTube.
Got to pay the big bucks to see.
He's got a film coming out at the India Jaipur Film Festival next week. But what I really want to see is those 6-scale glasses put on Morgan Freeman's face.
I remember the time I had glasses put on my face by Robert and Burnett. Hey, I saw the trailer for Shalom and Tango Shalom, wasn't it?
Yes.
And I did and I did put it into the
well, thank you. Thank you very much.
For people, I thought it looked fun.
I think everyone's grandmother will love it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think my mom's gonna love it.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna say, hey mom, you need to watch this. This looks good. And she'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So yes, we'll be back in 2 days. This was a rescheduled one because we couldn't do Wednesday, so this was actually rescheduled to today. So lucky you, we're gonna be back in 2 days on Robert's channel with more of this.
And I'll bring out a lot more figures because I have a lot more stuff, a lot more genre, maybe some Gundam die-cast. Since you showed some Transformers, I might have to show some Gundam die-cast. You know?
It's getting hot in here. So take on your clothes.
I mean, really, the real deal would be to get people to send us review copies so we could just review new toys. But other people do that. But hey,
we gotta consider saying, hey, you people at home, crack open your most prized possession 1 in 6 or toy, and we'll put the link in the chat.
Oh yeah,
and we'll bring you in.
By the way, I have to mention this because there's somebody in the chat named Sheet Postmodernist who says, "Oh my God, please not Metal Build Temptation." Well, Sheet, let me just tell you, do you think that I'm not going to go there? Of course I'm going to go to Metal Build Temptation. For those of you who don't know, Metal Build Gundam robots, just go to Amazon and type in Metal Build Gundam. Just do that and watch what comes back, and your sphincter will tighten up.
Oh, it's a rabbit hole. This is a rabbit. This is oh my god, this is worse than the Matrix right now.
Just go to let's see. I'll go into Google and just hit Metal Build Gundam and see what it says. Yeah, and it'll. Oh yeah, just look at those prices. Just do that. And boy, would I love to get that Gundam fixed figuration metal build composite Wing Gundam Snow White Prelude for $524. Oh my yes.
Oh my god. Okay. We'll be back in 48 hours with some more stuff. So you take care, folks. Have a great night. Bye for now.